Hey everybody, welcome to a Dragons of Tarkir draft. Gonna join one here and see what we open up in pack 1. We have a flatten. Sort these by rarity. And we have a rare, Commune with Lava. Don't think that's great. Lurking Aranx, 5 mana, 3/5. I'm not super thrilled with that. Take a look here and try to do something with that. I think it's a flatten. I think flatten's probably the better card here. 2 mana, 2/2. That's a solid card, but it's not the best card in the pack. Airy Bowmasters, there's nothing wrong with this card. It actually plays out very, very well. But I think when you're opening a pack like this, you gotta go with the removal. Commune with Lava is the rare. X red, X double red, exile the top X cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may play those cards. Just not the card I'm looking for, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a flatten. We have a Mirror Mockery, which is a very interesting card. Warbringer, which I like a lot. Hardened Berserker's okay. So the rare is still in here, and we have 2 uncommons, so person took an uncommon. Mirror Mockery, enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you may put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Exile that token at the end of combat. Very odd card, very weird card. Not really sure what to make of it. Kolagon Skirmisher is not bad. Monastery Loremaster, 4 mana, 3/2. I wish it had flying, but it doesn't. Reckless Imp, Airy Bowmasters. I think I go with the Warbringer. I just kind of like that card. Airy Bowmasters may be the better pick. It's double green. It's got Megamorph Reach. There's nothing wrong with it per se, but I like the dash mechanic a lot. So I'm gonna try to see if that works out for me. Jermoka Captain. You get the bolster. And it has first strike, which is nice, but it comes down on turn 3. And at turn 3, a 1/1 isn't going to be probably doing much for you. Palace Familiar is a good card. Stampeding Elkherd is really good. Ojutai's Breath is very, very good. A Tarkir Beastbreaker, not really anything wrong with that card. There's some good green here. The 2 white cards are okay. There's 2 good blue cards. I'm black. I have a black card. Kind of want to take Palace Familiar. Stampeding Elkherd, though, is very, very good. Think I'll stick with I'll take the solid creature, Stampeding Elkherd. Explosive Vegetation, very good for ramp. Here's a Sprinting Warbrute. If that's not the card I'm looking for this deck, I don't know what is. Hand of Silumgar is not bad. Ojutai's Breath, again, is not bad. Screaming. I think I'm going to take Sprinting Warbrute. This card's just a house. It just is really, really good. If I can get Warbringer out and then Sprinting Warbrute, being able to play Sprinting Warbrute for 2 mana is really, really good. So, I'm going to go ahead and take that. Deadly Wanderings. Not really what I'm looking for. Dragon Fodder is okay. Gives you some chump blockers. Duress. It can miss. Glaring Aegis is not something I want to be picking right now. Marsh Hulk isn't bad. You can play it as a morph. Sandcrafter Mage. Shambling Goblin. Sidisi's Faithful. Sheltered Airy. Nothing in here is very good. I think this most solid creature is the Marsh Hulk, because you can play it as a morph, although it's so ridiculously expensive. Dragon Fodder is not the worst card I could have. But I think I'm going to take the solid black creature. I think that's just what I do here. And I'm starting to see some white. Here's two colorless. Got an Aven Tactician, defeat. Destroy target creature with power 2 or less. I'm not super excited about that. typically I don't worry about a creature with power 2 or less. Although, there are some big black creatures, like the 1/6 snake or the 2/6, 2/5 with Death Touch. There are some creatures where this does work. Enduring Victory is very, very good. But I can't really go into that right now. So I think I just take the defeat. Inox Survivalist, self-inflicting wound. Sacrifice a green or white creature. This is a sideboard card. This pack is full of sideboard cards, basically. Sandstep Scavenger, it's not anything I'm super excited to play. Mystic Meditation, same. Elusive Spellfist. May not be bad. Inox Survivalist, Rending Valley. I think I'm just going to take a decent creature. I don't think there's anything wrong with Inox Survivalist. Servant of the Scale, I'm not a huge fan of that card. Evolving Wilds, there's nothing wrong with taking an Evolving Wilds. I don't have any blue, and I don't really want to go into blue if I can help it. I think I'll take the Inox Artillerist. It's a decent creature. So we got here's our original pack. Commune with Lava, obviously, went back around. Magmatic Chasm is not bad, especially for the ground game. We have a Tormenting Voice, Negate, Center Soul, Commune with Lava. I think none of these cards are particularly great. I kind of want to hate the Center Soul. I would prefer someone not use that against me, but I think I'm going to take the Magmatic Chasm. I'm just going to stay on color. Vandalize is not playable, in my opinion. We got two decent white cards here. A decent green. Oh, I mean, it's an okay green. It blocks. And a Lurking Earrings. I think I'll take the decent green creature. And starting to look like... getting into more green than anything else, which may not be very good. I'll take the Kindle Fury. And let's see. Custodian of the Trove. It's Defender, and it enters the battlefield tapped. However, it's 3 mana. Search your library for 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield. I think I'll take Explosive Vegetation there. Go ahead and Deadly Wanderings. Sure. Here. So, I don't think it did particularly great there. It was very back and forth. It doesn't look like black is open. Let's see what we have here. Student of Ojutai. Let's look for green. Sunbringer's Touch. Bolster X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Each creature you control, the +1/+1 counter on it, gains trample until end of turn. It's okay. Circle of Elders is a 2/4 for 4. And I've played it before. It didn't impress me. Nothing really good in red. Coat with Venom is a very good card. We have a Center Soul. We have a Tarkir Beastbreaker, which isn't bad. I'm tempted to take the Circle of Elders because it does block pretty well. Nothing in this pack is really great. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing in this pack is truly really great. Just decent. I think I'll probably end up taking the Tarkir Beastbreaker, only because there's not much else here. Although I'd rather take the Coat with Venom, I think. Ire Shaman can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Megamorph for 1. When it's turned face up, exile the top card of your library until in turn you may play that card. I like this card a lot. I may end up playing that. Salt Road Ambushers is 4 mana. Whenever another permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Megamorph for 5. That's pretty good. Conifer Strider is pretty good. I'm not seeing a lot of black cards here. Guardian Shieldbearer. It looks like green is probably the open color Yeah. Red may not be open either. I kind of want to take this Ire Shaman. It's a 2/1. But I'm really digging that. Whenever another permanent, let's see, Salt Road Ambushers, whenever another permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. That's not bad at all. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Irish Shaman. I like red. See if we can keep playing the red. Is white open? Mist of Kirin is very good. Enduring Scale Lord is good. There's some white cards in here, and it doesn't look like... It looks like black is cut off, so I guess black is out of the picture, at least for now, let's say. So let's sort this by converted mana cost. Let's say we're black-red, or green-red, I'm sorry. Tarkir Beastbreaker. It's very good. Enduring Scale Lord, it's possible to play this. It's not that bad. Mist of Kirin. I don't know if I want... I only have 2. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm thinking white may be open, so I'm going to take the Mist of Kirin. Oh, there's a roast. Right when I say that, there's a roast. I'm going to take the roast. Okay, yeah, never mind. Looks like red is still there. Stormwing Dragon. Flying in first strike, Megamorph for 7. Hardened Berserker. I like Hardened Berserker. I like Kolaghan Aspirant. Twin Bolt is not bad at all. Let's see. I'd like to prioritize creatures, but people seem to like Twin Bolt, and it seems to be doing pretty well for them. I really like Hardened Berserker. Kolaghan Aspirant is very good as well. Nothing wrong with Einok Artillerist. This is a very good pack for us. Herd Chaser Dragon. I think we'll go with the Twin Bolt. It is removal. And there is not a single good card in here for us. There's a Radiant Purge. Go ahead and take the green card, I suppose. We have an Impact, a Tarkir Freet. I'm taking the Tarkir Freet because it's just a really good card. I mean, you play that face down, turn it face up, and you hit your opponent for, what, 6 damage? 7 damage? Like, that's pretty heavy. We have some decent spells here. Magmatic Chasm, Roast, and Twin Bolt. The Warbringer, Sprinting Warbrute, makes me very, very happy. Let's see. Shape the Sands. That's not bad. It's a decent combat trick. Sabertooth Outrider is probably something I'd like to play. I'm going to take the Sabertooth Outrider. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. It's just a solid creature. I don't think we have any dragons, so the Dragon Lord's Servant is not very impressive. The Glade Watcher, I'm also not very impressed with. It has Defender, but you can only attack with it if you play a green card. I don't particularly think this is a great card, although I'm not really sure. I could give it a shot. It still blocks pretty well. But I think I'm more interested in taking the Yearling. Guardian Shieldbearer has Morph, which I really like. I don't think I need another Sabertooth Outrider. Although it may not hurt to have another one. I think I'll go with the Guardian Shieldbearer here. And we have nothing, so we basically have to hate draft the card that's most likely to work against us. I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Tychum Strike. More black, more blue, which is not any good. We'll take the Durgar Nemesis. It's a creature, it has Morph. Meditation, Sandstep. Go ahead and take the Charger. Keeper. Alright, so not great, but not terrible as well. Could be better. Could always be better. We have a Silumgar the Drifting Death. again, black and blue. Very good. Break through the line. Merciless Executioner. Hooded Assassin. Mardu Scout would be very, very good. Sultai Runemark. How much is Silumgar the Drifting Death going for? Let me check. Let's see. Silumgar. So you can get Silumgar. Silumgar the Drifting Death is going for 8 cents. So I don't think I really care about that. I'll highlight the Mardu Scout. Looking for green cards. Ruthless Instincts. Target non-attacking creature gains reach and death touch until end of turn. Untap it. Target attacking creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample. That may go around. I think I just want the Mardu Scout. It's double red, which I don't like. However, I think it's one of the better cards here. Rugged Highlands gives me some fixing. Temur Battle Rage could go around. Just going to take the Mardu Scout. We have a Goblin Heel Cutter. I think that's just the pick. Have to keep in mind, we do have a Warbringer for dash. So I think Goblin Heel Cutter is just the best card. Seeing these Rugged Highlands, I really hope these go around. I'd love to pick these up in these packs if they do go around. So we're going to go ahead and take the Goblin Heel Cutter. It's just really, really good. Seeing the Shockmaw Dragon makes me a little sad I didn't pick up the Dragon Lord's Servant. It has flying. Whenever a Shockmaw Dragon deals combat damage to a player, deals 1 damage to each creature that player controls. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very high up in the mana curve. It would be a good topper. I don't have a lot of flyers, so I think that's probably going to be my pick if all I have is Arasheen Warbeast and Return to the Earth. Arasheen Warbeast is a house, though. Certainly could be. Not sure if I go with the flyer 4/4 flyer or the 6/6. I'm guessing I'll just take the 4/4 flyer. There's a chance that I just need some flying protection. Lightning Shrieker. Shuffling it into your library really stinks. Map the Wastes. Not really anything wrong with that. You get the bolster, you get to search up a land. Kind of like that, actually. Einok Guide. It's a, it can be a 2/2 for 2. There's nothing wrong with that, really. I tend to favor creatures over other spells, so... Although... Searching for a card and bolstering would be pretty nice. I do have a lot of 2/2s, or a lot of 2s, so I don't think I need another one. I think I'm gonna go with Map the Waste. Nothing is particularly standing out. You can manifest a card and put a +1/+1 counter on it, so you make it a 3/3 for 4 mana. Not excited about that. Hunt the Weak. Hunt the Weak is definitely not bad. Mardu Runemark does not work for us. Smoldering Efreet. 2/2 for 2 that does damage for me, when it dies, is not something I'm super excited about, so I think I'm going to take the Hunt the Weak here. Archers of Karsi. I don't dislike that card at all. Fierce Invocation, Pharaoh Krushak. Nothing wrong with these. Archers of Karsi, defending 5/2. Not super excited about that either, unfortunately. Actually, Rage Form may be a decent card here. Manifest a card and give it double strike? I don't think I mind that. I'm going to take the Rage Form. May not be the best card in the pack, I don't know. Temur Runemark. Fierce Invocation. I think I'm just going to cut the green card. Here's another one. Why not? Another Fierce Invocation. Let's see. Break through the line. No. I don't think anything here is particularly good. We have a Timur Battle Rage, which could be decent, especially with some of the cards that we have, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. We have a Mardu Rune Mark, which doesn't give us the extra bonus. So I'm not super excited to play that. Ambush Krotik. 5/5 for 6. That requires us to return another creature to the battlefield. I don't think I like that. Let's try Huge Stone Retainers. We might be able to do something with that and dash, possibly. Return to the Earth is going to be a decent sideboard card against things that want to fly against us. We have Pilgrim of the Fire, 6/4 for 7 with First Strike and Trample. Yeah, I don't think that's going to make the cut, but it at least stays on the battlefield. We have a Mardu Runemark, Sipsik Host, and Windscarred Crag. Let's go Mardu Runemark, although I don't think that's going to make the cut. Archers and Sultai Keeper. Okay, so we have to make at least, what, 5 cuts? Let's take the Huge Stone Retainers out. Let's see. So we ended up going black-red. Let's take a look. Kindled Fury. Not a bad card. Irish Shaman, not bad. Magmatic Chasm. Not bad. Twin Bolt, Mardu Scout, Survivalist. Let's take a look at this Survivalist. Yeah. Take that. Surviving Yearling. Let's take out one of the Yearlings. 2 more Rune Marks. Let's take out one of the Rune Marks. Tarkir Freet. Let's see, a Lurking Erranx is a 3/5 for 5. Formidable for 3. Target creature blocks Lurking Erranx's turn if able. Activate this ability only if creatures control have a total power 8 or greater. Okay. Not enough creatures in a very creature-oriented deck. I have 10 spells. Let's separate these spells out. What spells do I really need? Do I need Map the Wastes and Explosive Vegetation? Let's take out Map the Wastes for now. Rage Form counts as a creature, essentially. Hunt the Weak, nothing wrong with that. Maybe I do put Map the Wastes back in. Kindled Fury. It's not a bad card. And it could save me. Gotta make 2 more cuts. I don't think I'm super happy about the Colossedon Yearling, although, like I said, it can block pretty decently. Inox Survivalist is just a card that I want in my hand. Destroy an artifact or an enchantment, which doesn't really matter. Megamorphs for 2, which makes it a 3/2. There's nothing wrong with that. I do have some double mana costs in here, which mess everything up. 1 double green, 2 double red. Shockmaw Dragon. Yeah, I think I'll probably leave that in there. Yeah, I feel like I have too many, maybe too many spells. Temur Battle Rage is almost never as good as I think that it is. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Gonna leave the Twin Bolt in. Maybe we take the Map the Waste out after all. Let's combine groups. Sort by converted mana costs. Essentially have 16 creatures and 8 other spells. Let's say we'll add basic lands. What does it suggest? 10-7. I think that's probably about right. I think. Yeah. Let's add another forest in there. I think that's a little bit better. This is about the time where I look to see if it's really worth going over 40 cards to include any other spells. I want to say Temur Rune Mark is probably worth it, but it may not be. Do I want to take out the Temur Rune Mark and include a Map the Wastes? Map the Wastes allows me to search for a basic and bolster Temur Rune Mark. Throw it on a creature, possibly a red creature. It boosts them up, but if I get removal, with removal I get 2 for 1. Making a 6/4 with trample, however. Yeah, already got trample. Or a 5/5 with trample. Seems pretty nice. Some of these cards, I think Temur Rune Mark doesn't, it might not work quite as well because some of my best creatures are creatures with dash, and so it's great if they're already out on the field. But if I'm dashing them out, then it may be a little bit harder to play Temur Rune Mark effectively. And I don't really want to get 2 for 1 if I can help it. So I think we'll probably just stick with this. Like I said, I'm a little bit lighter on creatures than I would like to be. I'd like a few more creatures. Let's take a look at some of the colorless. Pilgrim of the Fires is 7 mana, which is very expensive, but it has First Strike and Trample, which is very nice. And it's colorless, so you can't really get land screwed on that one. Heatstone Retainers, I picked that up because it's a 4/4 for 3. You can only cast it if you've cast another spell. Might work with dash, maybe like with the Mardu Scout. Realistically though, without anything crazy happening, it might only come down on turn 5 if I cast a 2/2 and I have land every turn. So Keeper of the Lens, a 1/2. I don't think this is really playable. Yeah, started going hard black. Unfortunately, black got really cut off. It looked like blue was started to get a little bit open towards the end, but it could have just been a bunch of dregs that I'm not paying much attention to. I regret taking the Mist of Kiran when I should have just stayed on my colors instead of thinking white was open. Obviously, it seemed open, but it closed off really fast if it was. I could have picked a few more better green cards. But, yeah. I don't think this is a terrible deck. We'll have to see. Alright, guys. That was a draft. See you in round 1.